Hey guys, I didn't warn you that I was gonna go live, so if no one watches, that's totally okay. I really am ready for fall to be here, and I have this gorgeous fabric that I'm dying to sew, and so I figured it needed to be a cardigan because it needed to be. Sorry, I'm moving my machine around. And so I decided to make Calliope's. It's a great pattern. I love it so much. And so I'm just coming on here. I know maybe nobody will be here to watch, but you guys have to see this fabric. I'm just gonna show you. You can't tell in this little pocket piece, but oh, it's beautiful. It's purple heathered hachi from So English, and it's just, yeah, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Anyways, so I'm just gonna plug along, and if people want to watch, that's great. If not, that's okay too. I know I didn't warn anybody, and it's late, and school started for most people, I think, so it's probably an interesting time right now. But I decided, I hope it works, I decided to double my bandwidth, not internet, but the width of my band. I decided to double it so that I could get a little bit of a fold over, so I could kind of get a cozy, like sweatery, cozy action, just because I'm so ready for fall. But it was 100 degrees today here in Virginia, so I don't think that fall is anywhere close to being around the corner, but I don't know. I like to dream. So let's just get started. The good thing is that I work from home, and I work in my basement, which is freezing. So I wore my other Calliopes that I made all year long. Like literally, I wore them so much all summer I've worn them since the pattern released, because it's so cold in my basement. Even with AC and everything, it's just so cold. So I know this will get lots of wear, but this purple hachi, as soon as I saw it, that's so hard to see in this picture. You're not getting a good view. It looks almost brown, chocolatey color, but it's gorgeous, and I don't know if anybody's. I'm making Calliope's cardigan, because I'm ready for fall. Oh, okay. I didn't know, Lorinda, if it posts the description or not when I do the live videos. I don't know, because I'm doing them live, so I'm not seeing that part. Okay, so I sewed my, see if this is my back. I sewed my band together, and now I'm going to sew the front to the back. This pattern is so easy and so quick, and you can literally have a cardigan in no time flat, which, I mean, come on. That's like the best part. I think it probably takes longer to put the pattern together, but not even, because the front and the back are the same. They're the same pieces. There's literally only front and back pieces, which, hello, is totally awesome. So, anyways, is anyone else doing any fall sewing? I know there's only a couple people available, and like I said, I know I didn't say I was going to do this. I just was thinking about it and going to make it, and I thought, oh, I'll just jump on and see if anybody wants to watch. Because also this fabric is so pretty, I just had to share it with you guys. I couldn't wait to take some good pictures. I'm going to try and take some good pictures maybe tomorrow. It's probably going to be really hot, but I'm going to try and take some good pictures tomorrow, and maybe it'll show up then how gorgeous it is. Oh. Do you guys, are you guys pumpkin spice fans? Anyone? It's okay if you're not, no judgment. As long as there's no judgment for those of us who are pumpkin spice fans. And yes, I am using white with my purple because I didn't feel like changing my thread color, and it's on the inside, and it doesn't seem like it's going to show through, so nope. Okay, I'm going to put my sleeves and my bands on. This is like the best thing about this pattern is you can do pretty much all your pinning at one time. Oop, I don't drop it. You can do all your pinning almost at one time, get it all sewn on, sew your sides, and you're basically done. All you have to do then is hem, and if you're putting on a pocket, put your pocket on. Ah, it's seriously so simple. That's why I love it. I love this pattern so much. I did not make enough last year because I was super nervous to sew with Hachi, and this is my first time sewing with Hachi, so you guys should feel lucky I'm doing it with you. I don't know what I thought Hachi was. I think I got some sweater knit that was labeled as Hachi one time, and maybe some Hachi is like super thin and slinky, but this is not. This is stable and just wonderful. So I love it, and I cannot wait to wear this. And our family's going to the beach next week, and yeah, I'm super excited, and I'm thinking this is going to be perfect to bring for the cool evenings and sit outside and listen to the waves. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm just pinning my sleeve on now. So one sleeve, and then pin the other sleeve, clip, I use clips, clip my other sleeve, and then I'll clip my band on and then sew, be like a third of the way done, or 3/4. Woo! Some days are better than others. I guess it is almost 9 o'clock here. So, but I just was feeling like sewing with you guys. Anybody else sewing tonight? Doing anything fun? I don't know if it's coming across or not. I'm not seeing anything. Just the original. So if you've never sewn with Hachi sweater knit, I'm going to challenge you to sew with it because it is seriously amazing. And it is not bad at all. I was so nervous to sew with it. I bought a couple things, like I think 3 different ones to make cardigans with, because I definitely want to have more this fall. And yeah, I'm so glad I did. I'm definitely going to pick up more. French Terry is great too. Hey, Suze. I got this Hachi at with So English. Oh, it's like a heathered purple plum. Basically it's almost like an eggplant purple. It's kind of hard to tell the actual true color in the video for some reason. I don't know, it's showing up. It looks chocolate brown on my screen, but it could be. So I have a couple different Hachis which I can show you. That they're different types. So there are different types of Hachis. As far as thickness goes, this one, I don't know if you can see. It's not super thick, but you can kind of, if you pull it, you can kind of see, but it's also not super thin. I don't know if that's helpful at all. But it's not overly, it's just a good weight. It's a good cardigan weight. I have another Hachi that I got from So English, and it's softer and a little bit thicker. So I think they can range in thickness. This one is not super thick, but that's okay because I don't need it super thick, you know, for me, but I don't know if it matters, but I like this weight of it so far. Of course, this is my first thing to sew with it, so we'll see once it comes on. Dancewear. Now you want a cardigan. Oh, okay. See, so this would be good because it's not super thick for Florida. Oh, bless you, sewing dancewear. Amy. Yeah. I made my first leotard and I didn't even use dance fabric. I use cotton lycra for my friend. Her daughter's in like ballet, and she just wanted something, you know, just something cute to see if she liked it and if it was gonna work. And it did work. It looked really cute, but man, that dance wear, it is intense. So good for you. Yeah, I hear ya. I sweat. It's hot right now, so even in like this weather that we're having, I mean, it is what it is, right? It doesn't matter what you wear, you sweat in it. So someone mentioned the other day, I posted wearing double brush poly, and someone was like, wow, I can't even believe you wear that in Virginia summers. I'm like, I'm pretty much hot in whatever I wear, so it doesn't matter. Oh yes, clips. You got to use clips. These are seriously amazing, and they're easy to pull off when you sew. They're way better than pins. Plus, then they don't poke you. And I tried to say you don't get poked, and they don't poke you at the same time, and that came out funky. But yes, I got them on Amazon. And I got a whole tin. Cute little Peter Rabbit tin. It had a lid at one point. I'm not sure where it was. It's pointless anyways for this. I think it came with 100 clips, and it was $10. Amazon. These clips are amazing. I was saying in my last live sew that I did, I went to a quilt shop, and they seriously, I'm not even lying, had a pack of 10 clips for $8.99. I'm like, really? That is ridiculous. Because, you know, when you make a quilt, I mean, Suze, you know, I haven't made a quilt, so I guess I shouldn't say that I know, but if you're clipping on, because they're meant for they were originally meant for binding for a quilt. And if you're doing binding, I mean, you need way more than 8 clips. So, or 10 clips, or however many were there. So I was like, that's going to cost you an arm and a leg to get all those clips for a quilt that you would need. And $8.99 was ridiculous. So Amazon is your best friend. And they send you, like, it's kind of a lottery of what you're going to get. They had a really cute one that had a tape measure on it. But I got the Peter Rabbit one, and that was okay, too. I like the Peter Rabbit one, but I kind of wanted the one that had a tape measure. But you get what you get, and you don't complain. No. What is that saying? I can't remember right now, but anyway, so I'm just clipping this on. Yes, they're expensive at Joann's too. I agree. The ones I got originally, they were all red, and I got them from Hancock Fabrics when they were going on, and they had a special one time, and I got a whole tub of them. I think it was 50 or 100 of them, and I got them then for probably the same, probably around 15 or 20, probably $10 or $15, something about around that. But at the time, I didn't know how to use them because I was so used to pins, and I was using woven fabric, and it does work. I use them for that too, but since I started sewing with knits, it's amazing. And so I had to buy more because most of mine had gotten lost or thrown away or something. Okay, so I used a bunch. But now I have my band clipped on, my sleeves clipped on, and all I have to do is sew up the sides, and then basically it's done. This is like the quickest cardigan. That's what it should be called. The quickest cardigan. No, I'm just kidding. Calliope is a great name, especially if you're a Grey's Anatomy fan. Or if that's your name. Okay, here we go. It's loud, so I don't usually talk during this part. But if you can, I showed this last time, but I'll move my thing so you can see me pull off the, don't mind it mess if you see it in the background. So you can see me pull off my clips as I go, because I don't know if this was helpful or not, but satisfying to watch. Did I make, oh yes, it's a shirt and it is Tina's. Whew, too many names of patterns flying in my head at that very moment. I was like, I'll show you the back in a minute. If you don't know Tina's. And I mentioned before, but I know some other people have started, I made my band wider so that I could have a little bit cozier. So I just doubled it. I think the pattern calls for the band to be 4 by whatever, but I made it 8 by whatever. I wanted a little bit extra cozy. You guys want to see my baby scissors? Look how small these are compared to my hand. My husband got these for me. They were a deal of the day on Amazon for $2. They work really great. He's like, do you want these little scissors? I guess. Thanks for thinking of me. Oh, sorry Piper was sick. That's no fun. Hope she feels better. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, it's pretty. Thank you. I love this fabric. It is so pretty. Okay. So I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to try and bring this a little bit closer so maybe you guys can see what I'm doing with my hands when I do this. It's hard to tell if you can actually see that, but I kind of move, because this is a curve, right, at the, on the arm seek, yeah, I don't know how to say that, obviously. So I kind of make for sure I keep my curve. I don't want to lose my curve. So I kind of make for sure as I'm sewing, I'm getting my curve. Which if you're following the pattern, you shouldn't lose your curve. Sorry, that was, you shouldn't lose your curve if you're following the pattern, but that's how I just make for sure that it stays exactly how I need it to stay. Okay. And I always sew with my sleeve on top. I don't know if that's the correct way to do it, but that's just the way that I do it, and it always works that way, so it's kind of a habit now, I guess. And I always feel like it ends up looking really nice. Okay. Okay, so now you basically have a cardigan. So if you were lazy, or I shouldn't say lazy, if you were busy or maybe you just didn't feel like hemming, you could do this next step and be done. And you'd have a cardigan. I know a lot of people don't like hemming. And I was one of you before I got a cover stitch, and now I love hemming, so I get it. Oh, who said? Oh, here's the back of my dress, Rebecca. Ooh. It's actually a top, but, oh, I don't know if you can see that, sorry. Okay, it's Tina's. I love this fabric too. It's double brush poly and it's seriously amazing. My husband is just creeping on me. like I'm talking to myself. Okay, I'm just pinning or clipping it all the way down. I've done it to where I didn't clip. I think I've mentioned this recently. Recently I've learned the wonderfulness of actually clipping. It takes a little bit more time, and I like to be a fast seamstress, but I was getting wonky edges because things were either stretching out as I was sewing them, or I was stretching them out as I was sewing them, even though I was being super careful. And so I decided that I was going to start clipping more and being a good seamstress. It's not bad, but I also started ironing, pressing all my stuff. Not as I go. I haven't become that person yet, but I do press a lot of things. So if anybody's just coming on, I am making Calliope. I'm actually almost done. Yay. It's seriously such a fast sew. Ugh, it's amazing. To get a cardigan made in this amount of time. My husband got a sweatshirt the other day from the store, and I was like, I don't really see anything I like. I'll just make something when I get home. He was like, oh yeah, you have that luxury. Poor him, I didn't offer to make him one though. What are you gonna do? I probably should have, but I didn't. So, are you guys ready for fall? Your kids back on school? I don't know, to me, fall starts in September 1st. It was always, I grew up in Indiana, so it was always cool by now. So I got used to fall being in September, but in Virginia, fall doesn't start till like October, sometimes not until November, which is sad because I like to celebrate and I like to have all my nice warm clothes. And sorry if that's giving you a glare. Try and keep my head open up. Okay, so my arm's down. Pretty good. Well, I gotta hem it and add my pockets still, though. I like hemming pockets. I am cutting a little bit off the sleeves. I remember from before, and this is the pattern from testing. I didn't print a new one. The sleeves were a little big, so I'm cutting off a little bit. They're not in the final pattern. I just haven't printed the final off. So if you see me cutting off a bunch, you're like, oh my goodness, that's why. The clips make such a difference with making for sure you get a clean edge on your hem and everything lays so flat. Ugh, hate that I was a rebel for so long about them. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, Halloween pants. Yes, Calliopes, definitely. Yes, it is. It's great. So ready. Make all the Calliopes. Sorry, I'm just catching up on comments and I saw that one. I know, though, when you get into the south, it's so different from the north. For more things than just the weather, but the weather is the main one. And I like fall. My birthday is in September, and my birthday is the 22nd, in case anybody was wondering. But a lot of times that's the first day of fall, and that's why I think I like fall so much. I have to say, the one nice thing about living in Virginia is fall is beautiful here. Look. When it does finally show up, it's gorgeous. And all the colors of the trees are so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna hem this and add my pockets, but basically have a cardigan. Let y'all go because it's late, and I will share pictures with you when I get them. Thanks so much for watching. This was so fun. Hope you all have a good night.